the one and only Blair the Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Jewelry, 6 out Champion World. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.
What up, YouTube? Big CL Heavy Bag TV. Man, get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. Back like we never left. Shout out my guy RC, man, who's gonna probably be running a little late tonight. He had I think a PTA thing with his son going on at his school. I'm late, man. I had to work a little bit late, but I still wanted to get here and give you guys the show for a show. Yeah. And when I say we late, we super late. Normally 7 p.m. Eastern time, but here we are, 10:30 Eastern. And hopefully we get somebody new in the audience for sure. For sure. We talking boxing. Happy Tuesday, every damn body. Yeah, coming off a big weekend, of course, the ring card, Barrios, Ryan Garcia. Still a lot of meat on the bones there we want to touch on. And some other topics. Of course, we're going to dive right into it, man. Hot topics. Let's get it. I wanted to talk. Hold up, first, let me go ahead and put this link in the chat, man, just in case somebody want to come hang out with me, man. Since my co-host ain't here with me right now, I'm going to put that in the chat. If you haven't already, smash the like button. At least if you're going to hang around and be in a nigga conversation, at least you could do is hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to jump in the chat. I got you if I can get to your comments. Now, I wanted to touch on this, man. Zuffa, salute my Aussie brethren DJ in the chat. What's up? Conor Ben. And I hadn't touched on this much. Conor Ben signs with Zuffa maybe almost a week ago, something like that. And I thought this was another really, really intriguing but important signing for Zuffa boxing, right? When you look at everything in its entirety, what Zuffa's trying to do, and you hear about certain fighters not so much intrigued by the legacy of the sanctioning bodies anymore. Bud Crawford coming out saying what he had to say about, of course, the sanctioning fees. And there has been an incident now with Shakur Stevenson, and it's almost like it's it could be that snowball effect when it comes to these sanctioning fees and these sanctioning bodies, where you're going to have a younger wave of fighters who come up in the game who are not so much so again intrigued or moved by the legacy of these belts. And I truly believe a lot of the things that we have complained about in the past as boxing fans, because one thing we do, right, and I'm guilty of it myself, is we like to complain. We like to complain about a lot of things when it doesn't make sense or we feel that it just isn't right. And you always kind of want your voice to be heard. And when you think about what Zuffa may be trying to do, whether or not it benefits the fighters or not, when you look at it, it's definitely a fan-friendly style of business that they're proposing to do, right? Because as a fan, I'm keeping it real, bro. And I see some fans get dragged into their favorite fighters and wanting their favorite fighters to be this rich, make all of this money. And I gotta be honest, man, I don't care. I do not care how much money that these fighters are making. Now, do I think they need to be compensated decent for what they doing? Absolutely, I do, right? I really do. But whether they are millionaires, trillionaires, gazillionaires, I don't really care, bro. I don't care how much money you making for these scraps. But I do want to see the best fighting the best. I do. Mark Wynn in the chat. What up? My Aussie brothers is in the building. I truly do. And if Zuffa is going to have that sort of UFC premise or base, as far as making the fights and making the best fight the best, I'm guilty, man. I love the idea. I've always loved the idea of one champion, one belt. I do. I'm guilty of that shit. These are things that I have complained about in the past. So, when I see the backlash that Zuffa gets, and of course, a lot of people not gravitating towards Zuffa because they feel like all of it could be in the wrong hands, whether or not you got something personal or you just don't like Dana White or you got something against a Turkey Al-Sheikh. Listen, I get it, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes we all are judgmental bastards, at the end of the day. But if we think about some of the things we've complained about in the past, Zuffa is like really making an effort to eliminate some of that shit. And I just think this is another strategic piece from Zuffa to sign somebody like a Conor Ben, who it's being reported will make $15 million in his next fight with Zuffa. Now, this is somebody who's relatively unaccomplished in the sport of boxing. So when it comes to the belts and the legacy and, everything that comes along with the sanctioning body, for somebody like a Conor Ben who has never achieved, those things, then it kind of really doesn't matter. And according to Conor Ben, he just wants the big fights. He wants to, to prove he's the best versus the very best. And apparently, signing with Zuffa, he doesn't care if the sanctioning bodies are involved, because Zuffa is somebody who's telling us they're not going to be dealing with the sanctioning bodies. They're going to be dealing with the Ring Magazine belt and a Zuffa belt, right? So definitely extremely strategic from Zuffa, right? I want to get more thoughts on that as well. If you want to subscribe and jump in the comment section, I got you. For sure. What up, Ryan Anthony? Good to see you, my brother. Also, here's another situation since we on that subject. My guy, out of my backyard, you see my guy Sweet Pea right here. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. Keyshawn Davis is from my backyard. Shout out my guy Keyshawn. Shout out everybody in the 757. He's also coming out saying, listen, man, I'm not paying any sanctioning fees. I'm not. And this is what I would like to say, one of the leaders of the new school, right? Keyshawn is coming into his own. He's coming of age. He's most definitely, in my opinion, one of the next really big superstars who's coming out saying, hey, I have an issue with the sanctioning fees. And it appears to be that he's not going to be willing to pay for those fees. And I do believe that's going to have a issue with them making the Devin Haney fight. There has been some reports that fight may no longer be on the table. And we're going to get to some Devin Haney talk in a minute. But again, this is somebody who in the future, under Jay Prince management, I believe, who is willing to work with anybody. And depending on how long, getting towards the end of that top rank contract, who you very may well see on a Zuffa card, who is a Turkey Al-Sheikh ambassador, right? So what I'm trying to say is, for the most part, man, the writings are on the wall. We have to be paying attention a little bit. The belts, the sanctioning belts, as far as I'm concerned, and what I'm witnessing, it's diminishing. It's diminishing. And I hate to say it, when, again, you think about the rich history of these belts, especially for somebody in my age bracket, especially for the Generation X and a lot of millennials, right? Even some Gen Zers, that's what we grew up on. That's what we know, right? That's what inspired us to want to, if for some of us who boxed and who appreciate the sport, right? That word champion means something because of these sanctioning bodies at the end of the day, right? But change. When you look around it, man, you look 10 years ago, 11 years ago, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao broke all kind of records, like 420 or 4 million. I think it's like I forget. They sold like 4 million pay-per-views, bro. 11 years ago. Now you fast forward 11 years, there's no way in hell anybody's going to sell 4 million pay-per-views. It's a digital base now, right? So, and I use that to just say things change, things evolve. You wake up one morning, boom, shit is different. And I'm saying the writings is on the wall for the sanctioning bodies as of right now. One day, very soon, sooner than you may think, you might just wake up and the sanctioning bodies just really isn't a thing. And that's crazy. It's crazy to fathom, but it could be very well true. Shout out my guy Ryan Anthony in the chat. He said Conor Ben going to zoo for boxing. That's right, my brother. He is. All right, what else I got for y'all in the hot topics? Yeah, I want to touch on this for sure. I'm going to say this, and I want to be one of the first on records to say this. Andy Hiroka is a problem. And I think he may well be able to beat some of your favorite fighters. I think if this fight wasn't on U.S. soil and in Japan, maybe he wins. If this wasn't a backyard fight for the U.S. born fighter, I honestly believe that Gary Antoine Russell won that fight. I had it 115-113 the way I scored it going back and watching the fight. But if you look at that style and you look at that power and you look at that length for 140 pounds, he's going to give anybody problems. Anybody, when I say anybody, I mean anybody. The Shakurs, anybody. It don't fucking matter. This Japanese fighter this dude can fight. This dude can fight, and I promise you, I hope they get him back in there soon. I really don't believe nobody's going to be willing to step in there with Hiroka moving forward. But when I saw him, I seen something that you just came by. I seen patience, and this is somebody with no amateur background, which is crazy. And I think you could see the amateur pedigree from Gary Antoine Russell really show itself, and not in a positive way in this fight. But for Hiroka, with no amateur background, this guy, the poise, the patience, understanding early in that fight that Gary Antoine Russell was extremely dangerous. Being able to be patient enough to give us that type of style to burn himself out and get that gas tank halfway empty through those middle rounds and then come on. The way he sits down on his shots, the accuracy of his shots. Now, he did have a couple of low blows that cost him a point, but that was just because Gary Antoine was just in some really low positions at the time, I truly believe. And then he's got that length. He's tall, right? But if this was a 15-rounder, or if he was able to start a little bit quicker, I think we're talking about a completely different fight here, right? So listen. Don't be surprised if Hiroka kind of just fades to black. You don't really hear anything from this dude for a while because everybody's completely avoiding him. I'm telling y'all right now, Hiroka's got the goods. I'm convinced. Bottom line. Ryan in the chat, he say, I'm not paying fees. Part of the contract shit becomes ridiculous. I agree with you 100%, my brother. DJ in the chat, my Aussie brother, he say, sanctioning bodies did it to themselves, Heavy. They truly did, man. And listen, this has been a way of life for the sanctioning bodies forever now. And nobody's really truly batted an eye. But now that these fighters are bringing it to the forefront and giving us a chance to kind of peek behind the curtain, you know, a lot of us are going to agree with them. But again, I'm going to continue to say this. Things always continue to change and evolve. And one day, we going to wake up and that shit going to be different. But as far as Hiroka goes, I'm going out on a limb right now to say that this guy's the goods. Not saying that, he's going to be the best there ever will be, but I do believe he becomes world champion, but I do also believe he gets avoided for a very long time. He's going to have to stay in a mandatory position to force guys to fight him. And he's just that big that I think he causes the same problems at 147 pounds. And I urge you guys, if you haven't already, and I said this with my prediction, because I told you guys this was going to be a tough fight. Do your homework on Andy Roca. Go and check some of those fights out. He's a chameleon with the styles. He had a really, really good game plan for Gary Antoine Russell. It just wasn't enough activity early on in the fight. But the dude is smart. The dude is big. He's strong. And that length is crazy. All right. Now, something just came across my feed that I definitely want to touch on. And it's always, popular to talk about your boy, Devin the Dream Haney. Bill Haney just recently did an interview today. Shout out, what was it? The Boxing Voice. All right, shout out everybody over there at the Boxing Voice. They had Bill Haney on, and they was asked, what's up with Ryan Garcia? According to Bill Haney, they should be hearing something back from Ryan Garcia and his team within the next 24 to 48 hours. So according to Bill, they are trying to get the rematch done. All right, that is what they want next. That's what's on the agenda for Devin Haney. And I do remember just a couple of days ago, Devin Haney posting Ryan Garcia on his social media saying, this is the biggest fight in boxing. And let's keep it real. For Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, for most of us who watched part one, who watched Ryan Garcia bust up Devin Haney pretty good, in my opinion. It was a closer fight than what most people think, but you had to take into account the knockdowns for Ryan Garcia, which separated him in the fight, and most definitely got him over the threshold for me and made him the winner of that fight. But you implement the controversy of course, the PEDs, the Ostarine, that knocks off the loss for Devin Haney. It's just so much that surrounds this fight. And I know for a lot of people, they got wore out behind all of the talk when it came to this very, very controversial fight. But at the end of the day, I think everybody wants to know, was it really the Ostarine? And when you really look at how Ryan Garcia looked versus a Rolly Romero, where there was the apparent VADA testing. That was a big issue in that fight. And now with not a lot of talks around VADA testing for, of course, this Mario Barrios fight, he looked a lot trimmer. He looked in crazy, crazy shape. And the first thing Devin Haney did tweet out was, he's off that juice. And Shakur Stevenson replied as well, saying, that's exactly what I said in the first round. So that's that rumor again that he just may be juicing. But if he's going to agree to do VADA, which he did in the first Devin Haney fight, which I still don't understand. Like, it's not like he didn't do VADA in the first fight. Of course, he's going to have to do it in the second fight, but you still want to see what happens, right? You want to see Devin get another opportunity versus Ryan Garcia, whom he will believe at the time isn't on any PEDs, right? And for me, it's still intriguing as well. Again, I think for a lot of people, they probably over it. But for me, and I know for a lot of others, we still want to see it. We want to see it. We want to see if Ryan is just better than Devin Haney, because he was most definitely better than Devin Haney that night. All right. What DJ say? DJ, too early to start hyping them heavy. I ain't hyping them. I'm just giving my opinion, bro. I'm not out here saying Hiroka beats everybody. I'm not saying Hiroka is the one. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is, don't be surprised if nobody fights him, he sits on the shelf like your boy Murder's Olive just did forever, and he's a certified boogeyman, and he has to stay in some type of mandatory position in order to force these guys to fight him. That's what I'm saying. And I do believe he looks good versus a lot of these guys. But no hype train, no real hype train. Ryan in the chat, he said Haney was winning the fight. He had spots, Ryan. He had spots where when he was boxing, I thought he was doing good. Did he have a wrong game plan? Absolutely. And that's what I think you'll get in the rematch. And that's why I think I want to see it as well. Can you beat a Devin Haney who's coming to box? Oh man, there go my boy right there. Let's bring him up. My co-host is in the building. I see.
What's good, man?
My brethren. What's happening, man?
Man, chilling. Man, let me tell you something. You got me real late, bro. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm something like Joe Budden. Anything that's metal around 8:30, my old ass get irritated. But shout out to you. It's only 7:52 my time. So we good.
Yeah. See, he's pushing 11 o'clock over here. You know the
Boy,
old
you
fellow over here
dedicated.
drowsy.
You dedicated.
Yeah, I didn't want to listen. We only Monday through Wednesday, man. I gotta make sure we giving it to
Oh
you.
no. Like I said, we're doing that special one Friday.
Oh yeah. Friday we showed
The members only.
Yeah, we got the members only coming on Friday for sure. And shout out to the members too, man. I'll rattle y'all off at the end of the show. But Rob, I was just talking about Devin Haney. I don't know if you heard it today. Bill Haney saying they should be expecting a phone call from Team Ryan Garcia sometime within the next 24 to 48 hours for the Haney or the Garcia Haney or Haney Garcia rematch. If not, they are moving forward and knocking at the door of Xander Zayas.
Well, you know what they can do? They can go ahead and move forward and get the knocking at a door, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this like I said the Virgil Ortiz boost in this. You got to relax. This shit.
Got to relax.
Got to relax, bro. Let me tell you something. It's almost laughable at this point. But, man, like I shout out to Devin Haney, DHP, the whole Devin Haney promotion team. But yeah, bro, this
is a fan favorite though. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to see that rematch, and how much does that rematch mean to the game? Because it was so much controversy around that fight, right? We talked about this fight since really it didn't die down till almost a year later.
Right.
So. You know,
everybody want to see it. Everybody want to see it. I mean, it's a thing where everybody want to see it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Just like I was explaining, I think that was a shout out to E-Dub. I think he asked last week about what you think about the Virgil Ortiz boost in it. Bro, it's the same situation. But you gonna wait for this one, bro. You waiting? I'm sorry, you waiting. But that's boxing though. That's the business of boxing.
Yeah, unfortunately. And when you look at this Devin Haney, Xander Zayas matchup, and you think about Devin Haney going up there to see the unified champion at 54, is this one of those like, man, that's low hanging fruit? Xander's, when you look at 54, you don't believe Xander Zayas runs the gauntlet, right? You don't think Xander Zayas is the man at 154 pounds. I think a lot of people would probably feel like he's a Mario Barrios of 154. And not to say he's as weak as Mario Barrios, but he's one of the weaker champions. Would you say that's correct? And Devin could potentially be going after that low-hanging fruit?
Guess what? I can tell you for a fact, and you ain't even got to come to the members only. That ain't happening. The snake already to put that out in the atmosphere. I don't know if it hit the internet and all that. Nah, that ain't happening, bro. The snake ain't selling Xander out like that.
And the snake, everybody, he means Bob.
Oh, Aaron. Yeah, Bob Aaron.
Don't forget that, of course, Xander Zayas is top rank.
Nah, not at this point.
Well, I'm just going off of what Bill Haney said today. Shout out Bill Haney. He was on the boxing voice. He said, listen, if we don't hear back from Ryan, we gonna set sights on Xander.
Yeah, but he set sights on Xander. Xander ain't, bro. Xander got options, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Bob Aaron will use Xander Zayas as bargaining chips for other things that'll be more profitable for Top Rank. Meaning that he gonna stretch that out a little bit and make a little money off Xander. Bro, he just ain't giving Xander up like that. No, not right now. Not that thing.
And if that did happen, you would have to think Devin Haney is going to be the favorite in that fight, right?
Oh, of course. But I like when you I like when I'm jumping in at a good time. You coming in as Xander Zayas, and you did something that kind of struck a nerve in me, bro. I ain't lying. Shout out to you. You kind of waking me up now. You say Xander Zayas is not the man at 154, right? That's what you just said, right?
Well, no. I'm saying, well, yeah, I am saying that.
Low hanging fruit.
I don't believe nobody believes Xander Zayas is the man at an extremely packed division like 54. No.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Okay. And this is your opinion. And this is good for a topic, and everybody can get on there. And I know Tio's gonna open it up a little later. Who you feel like is the man at 154? Your opinion.
No, it's nobody. It's been too much competition. Nobody. The man.
Can I get 54 Can I get a favorite out of you?
A favorite to be the man?
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, bro, I'm gonna probably say my favorite to eventually be the guy at 54. I'm gonna say Boots.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but I totally agree with you, and I'm with you 100% because this is my opinion, and please stop me whenever you want to stop me, because like I say, I'm here as a casual, and I'm bringing a casual point of view, right?
Yeah.
I believe everybody at 154 is unproven. Every single person. There's nobody at 154 that stands up and says, I'm the man. There's nobody at 154 with a resume. There's nobody at 154. Please stop me.
The best resume at 54, in my opinion, belongs to Virgil Ortiz. Shit.
Oh, you fucked up. Now watch this. Name me 3 fighters at 154 that you say the best resume that make you go, wow, god damn, that is good. I'll wait. I'm waiting. And I'm gonna count them for you.
I ain't got to. I just told you that.
You say you got the best resume. I say give me 3 of them off his great resume.
Off of, I could give you 2.
Just at 154. Just his fights at 154.
At 54, all you can go off is Madrimov and
hell,
Borchak.
I know you fucking lie. But Borchak, hold on.
When they say he lost 54, huh?
But a lot of people say he lost that fight.
Shit, I thought he lost that fight. I'm just giving you names off the resume. That's all. That's what you asked.
But hold up. Borchak did get his ass whooped up and down. They been fucking suicidal. His motherfucking ass. That win didn't age well. Madrimov win didn't age well. Madrimov just was in lockdown Vegas on January fucking 15th.
There was 2 tough opponents on the resume, brother. That's all
and guess
saying.
What? That's a goddamn shame. If them was tough opponents. That's a goddamn my point
to where I'm saying there isn't one guy that stands out as the man at 54.
And I agree with you. Like I said, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, and this is the narrative that I can help kill. I'm tired of people saying Virgil Ortiz's resume is the best resume in the 154 division. That is a goddamn lie, and y'all know y'all lying. Y'all know that's not the best resume, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You got the Towering Inferno about to motherfucking fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got a better is a better name than Virgil and Boots put together fighting at 154.
What? That he ain't on his resume yet.
Watch this.
You can't count it if it ain't happened yet, bro.
Okay. Fuck Keith Thurman then. Cause the 2 wins over Tim Tszyu is better than the rest of the bands than the fucking Virgin.
Nah.
Yeah. So you trying to say Tim Tszyu can't be more, Chuck?
You talking about wins that's aging well. Come on now.
I'm just saying, bro, that's crazy.
That's you just saying and I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We both saying that ain't no motherfucking man at 54. I'm trying to figure out where's the argument here. What are we arguing about?
No, it's not no argument. I had jumped off that point and jumped on the point that I keep getting thrown that people throwing it at me. Not just you, T.O., not just you. These people are watching. Well, I see y'all can get the check or take the link when it's time. I'm tired of y'all telling me about how good Virgil Ortiz's resume is. I'm not saying
that. All I'm saying is if I had to pick one guy who has had a couple of real good wins on his resume at 54,
struggles.
I liked it, the Virgil, because listen, when he fought Maidana, it was coming off the Bud fight where people still felt like the effort of Madrimov versus Bud was valiant. So it was like, oh shit, let me see what Ortiz can do with Madrimov. And Boychuk, who arguably beat him. And then everybody was like, oh shit, who was an interim champion at the time. Oh shit, so you had to give him some credit for those 2 wins, bro. That's all I'm saying. And when you list everybody else, you can't really say that. You got the champions. When you look at fucking Fundora, he only had the Tim Tszyu win, right? You got knocked out by Mendoza. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at Mendoza, he won a loss. Then you look at all these niggas, man. It's just nobody really had no solid wins, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I say me and you totally agree. We on the same page as that. Yeah. I'm not speaking just to you. I'm speaking about just people in general. And I'm putting it out there. I'm just using the platform tonight for all the people that come at me talking about Virgil Ortiz got the best resume. No, you're lying. You're a fucking lying.
Again, I think they're gonna lean that way because of those 2 names. And I must just say this: I understand, but Xander by no means is the motherfucking man at 154 pounds. Not when
he got unified.
Not when you pick up a vacant WBO from a nigga most of y'all ain't never heard of in a Perez, and you defend it versus another nigga most of y'all ain't never heard of and in a Boss, and pick up the fucking whatever the fuck he just picked up. No.
But you know what's sad? No. You know what's sad?
No.
You know what's sad? When Jamel Cholo became undisputed, Jamel, 154, y'all said the same motherfucking thing. Man, yeah, he undisputed, but goddamn, look who he went through to get the shit. That's cold.
But that's undisputed. Picking up 2 belts is completely different from picking up 4 belts. If this nigga go and pick up all 4 belts, you got to give him his respect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because champions are champions at the end of the day. I ain't gonna take no, you know what I mean? Just like right now, I ain't gonna discredit him for who he was able to beat and grab the vacant and unify with. That's all fine and dandy. But that definitely don't make you the fucking man.
I just give the man credit because he got 2 of them. He halfway there. Let's just see it. He halfway
for sure.
there. You know what I'm saying?
So, in your opinion, Devin Haney, Xander Zayas, there's no way Bob Arum is feeding him Xander Zayas anytime soon.
No. And let me tell you something. That ain't no inside. This just Rob on a fucking Tuesday night at fucking 8 o'clock at night saying, fuck no. So don't be like, oh, Rob, who told you that? No, this is me. I'm saying, fuck no. That don't make no hell no.
For sure.
Let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. My personal opinion don't mean shit. I'm gonna keep it real. I am a casual at the end of the day.
Hey, look, everybody got an asshole, man.
Hey, man.
Did
For
you
real.
happen to go back and watch the Hiroka fight with Gary Antoine?
No, I haven't. But, like I say, I did see I saw from the 6th round on live and in person. So I just didn't see the beginning where what's called was shoot shot. Shout out to Nine. Nine called me. He said, "Fuck that amateur shit, Rob. This motherfucker with the shoe shot, that ain't shit." I said, "Damn, I ain't got the hate button."
For sure. Speaking of Nine, he in the damn chat. There you go.
Shout out to Nine, man. Shout out to Nine. Nine told me. Nine was like, "Rob, you really ain't this shit." I was like, "Yeah," because the crowd wasn't even doing that. Because usually I would hear the crowd or whatever. Man, man, shout out to Gary Antoine Russell though, man. He did what he was supposed to do, and what it is now, you got 140, and shit, man, 140 looking like he can make a run. I don't know, cause I mean I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he can
I
make
really
a
think
run.
he can
He
make
just
a run.
can't nobody allow Hiroka to get one of them belts. And I say that because that's a subject I covered already. And I was just saying, from what I saw from Hiroka, man, I was just blown away. And I really think he's the real deal. Meaning, I think he's a serious player. And I hate to say it, I think he gets probably sat on the shelf like a Murder's Olive did. And nobody at 140 is gonna wanna see him, man. They're gonna have to get him some fights in Japan, because after that performance, who gonna wanna come see him, bro? Who's gonna wanna come
I know somebody.
make a statement and see Hiroka?
I know somebody that'll mess with him.
Who?
Your boy that just lost to your boy from Canada. I mean, not Canada, Lord, from England.
You
From Puerto Rico.
Subriel Matias.
Yes. He'll fight him.
He'll do Subriel so bad, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, he'll fight him.
Yeah. I think he will fight him.
Right.
But he gonna do Subriel so bad, bro. Hiroka would destroy Matias, bro.
But you gotta look at something. That boy there to get hit though. Hiroka would take some shots. Because like I said, the second half of the part, Hiroka did look good. But Gary Antoine Russell did lay a little leather on him as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just ran away with the shit in the championship rounds. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was able to strategically apply some pressure early on, and then he landed some decent shots later. For sure. And again, I thought the right man won that fight. I had it 115, 113. It was closer than what I thought. It was closer than what those scorecards, what the judges had it. But somebody like Matias, in my opinion, is food for Hiroka, man. All I'm saying is they better not let that boy get no. They better not let that boy get no belt. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this too, man. Everybody trying to think about who Gary Antoine Russell need to fight next. He might need to run that back with Puyo. Huh?
I ain't mad at that. Get your get back, because you got Hitchens, who you beat 4 times in the amateurs.
And when Hitchens gone,
he gone. I don't know. He already said that he basically said that he ain't big enough to see Shakur yet. Right, the name ain't big enough, and that needs some more building.
Yeah.
So maybe he gets Dalton Smith if they can unify. I don't know.
He ain't big enough for Dalton Smith. He ain't big enough for that.
If he goes to the UK, he is.
Yeah.
Take a trip across the pond, man.
But they gonna do him so dirty. They gonna do him so dirty with that contract, bro.
I mean,
and I don't think his brother ain't gonna let him do him that dirty.
Make your bones, man. Make your bones, man. Devin Haney had to do it. You know what I mean? Go make your bones, man. You feel me? But Xander Zayas for Devin Haney. Again, according to Bill Haney, if they can't get the Ryan Garcia fight, which again they supposed to be hearing back from Ryan Garcia's camp within the next 24 to 48 hours. Xander
there, let me know that's bullshit. Right there. Talking about it's going to take 24 to 48 hours to hear back, lets me know that's bullshit.
Well, he's saying that's what their team said.
Yeah,
So,
that lets me know that's bullshit. That shit
and of
don't work like
course,
that.
uh, Ryan Garcia, when given the opportunity, he called out your boy, man. That's matter of
Shakur.
fact, I think I got the backstage shit. Let's see.
Hey, it's like back in the days, right?
It's the biggest fight right here.
No, I thought you was bigger than this, bro. You know I'm not big. Wait, why do you think I was big?
God, oh man.
Wait, good luck. Thank you, bro.
Hey, Big Ryan winning that.
You said what?
Ryan's winning that.
You don't want to bet on it.
He's
You don't want to bet on it.
Ryan's winning that. That's easy. Scooby snack.
Bro, that was good boxing, bro.
You a boxer?
Huh?
You a boxer?
Ryan's cousin.
Ryan's cousin. What you do?
Huh? I be boxing too. Yes, sir, my boy. Hey, nice to meet you, bro. Hey, congrats on that Canelo fight, bro. You did good, bro. Yes, sir, bro.
I thought he was about to kiss Bud for a second. Okay, congratulations, man. But no, that was the face-to-face backstage for Ryan and Shakur Stevenson. Of course, given the opportunity, post-ring interview, Ryan calls out Shakur Stevenson. And I mean, if that's not the fight you want next, why call him out, right? Does that make sense to call out Shakur and then fight Devin Haney?
Hey man, like I said, bro, y'all might want to pay that 99 cents. I ain't saying shit till Friday morning.
For sure.
I ain't got
sure.
nothing to say.
Ryan, when
It's a Friday morning.
he said, I be seeing a lot of clips of boxers with this kid. I don't know who he's talking about.
But
Maybe talking about Ryan Garcia's cousin.
I'm gonna say this too, man. Hey, and I'm gonna touch on it one more time, and we're gonna finish going through the show. Friday morning, I want to nickname it Ring 10.
Ring 10?
Ring 10.
Like the number 10?
You know how we just had ring 7 with high stakes,
Yeah.
and we had ring 6 in January. I want to nickname this one Ring 10.
And you talking about the episode or
The card.
oh, the card? Oh shit, that's what it is.
I know. I will be revealing the card.
For Ring 10.
Ring 10.
Ooh, well, I'm excited
Y'all
for that for sure.
better pay your. How much is it? $2.99 or 99 cents? What you fixed
Well,
it?
I'm trying to. Yeah, well, I gotta actually call, man. I didn't get a chance today because see, the way they set it up. Once I put it in there, I can't change it. So right now, I think it's like $2.99.
Let me tell you something.
$3.99. I can't even remember, bro.
It's the best $3 or $4 you'd have never spent. I promise you. I promise you.
And real quick, while we on the subject, let me shout out all the members. We ain't got many of them, but thank you for being members of the channel. We got new members, Punch Talk, and of course, Jab Queen, Tyrese Celestine, Mike Polo King Jackson.
I'm gonna
Mike
make another prediction.
What's that?
After we do that Ring 10 members only Friday,
Yeah.
Jab Queen gonna have 2 weeks of content.
Oh man, that's what it
2
is.
weeks.
What it is. Shout out all the members, man. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Shout out to Jab Queen.
For sure. All right, man. Let's keep the show rolling. We going to the main event, man. Let's motherfucking do it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. Main event, man. I had to revisit the main event of this past weekend. Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios, and I have been seeing all the praises in the world for Ryan Garcia, and it's just sickening me, man. Maybe it's hate.
Oh man, hey.
It's hate. It's hate.
Maybe I'm a hater.
You are a hater.
Yeah. Maybe I just want all the bad things in life to happen in him and only him.
I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't gonna front, man. Ryan rubbed me the wrong way over his career, and I still just don't think he's that good of a boxer. Because of some of them racist rants, man. Some of them racist rants, some of the things he said, nigga. I don't fuck, bro. I'm unapologetically black, nigga. At the end of the day,
hey man, happy Black History Month to everybody.
For sure. And when I see those things, to me, it's it's pieces of who you really are. If you can allow certain things to roll off your fucking tongue, you know what I'm saying? Because by no means I look at everybody the same. I got love for everybody, man. Everybody to me is my fellow brother. So when I hear those little things, it sticks. So and I kind of become a hater of you. But with that aside, again, I still never thought Ryan was the goods. Just being honest. This is I was saying this shit before he said all of that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I told you he would lose to Tank. I told you he would lose to Rolly. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to find a way to lose to Barrios. But seeing the praises that he's getting, I'm seeing everybody talking about, how fast he was and how sharp he was and how he used the right hand. And we not looking at the fact that Mario Barrios got in there and did absolutely, positively nothing. If anything, you want to go in there and mimic the style that beat Ryan Garcia. You didn't even do that. So my question is, are we giving Ryan Garcia just too much damn credit? I see. Does he deserve all of this good old talk he getting? This nigga is going to the In-N-Out Burger with the belt. He's setting the WBC belt here and there. Nigga, that shit was gifted.
What you mean? Nah, don't do that, man. Now, like I said, I'm not no Ryan Garcia fan either. But the man still had, even though he was training in his living room, even though he documented the whole training camp. You get what I'm saying? Bro, I ain't gonna do that man there, bro. You gotta give that man credit for getting in there and performing and executing his plan against Mario Barrios. And I'm gonna tell you something else. And people are not looking at this, they're kind of looking over this. Ryan said it before the fight. He's like, I know what Goosen is teaching him. I know what Goosen is doing. I know how Goosen trains. This gonna be easy.
Yeah.
A lot of people not taking that into effect, bro.
Yeah. That's a great point, Ozzy. That's a great point.
So nah, man, I'm not gonna take that away from that dude. Like I said, I'm not no biggest Ryan Garcia fan either, or nothing like that, bro. I'm just keeping it real, man. Hey, the man got through the ropes. He executed the plan. He did punch the man did fall. You get what I'm saying? And the man executed his plan. And whether you like it or not, the man really kind of boxed.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Now, you pick and choose when you want to have this mentality, right? I know when you like a fighter, because if I tell you that's what happened with Lubin and Ramos, it's a different fucking story.
What you mean Lubin and Ramos? Hold up. Wait, no. Lubin lost. No. Lubin lost.
Lubin got between those ropes, executed a game plan, and he fucking won. Just like you said Ryan just did.
Bro, you know goddamn well Lubin did beat Ramos on the undercard of Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence, July 29th, 2023. You not going to sit there and tell me that shit. I know you not.
You know what I mean? Virgil did the same thing with Borcha. He got in between those ropes.
Nah, if you want to argue about some fucking Frank Martin and shit like that, you go ahead. Okay? But, fuck, we ain't going to do Lubin.
No, I'm saying, when it comes to Ryan Garcia, he got in between the ropes.
No, I'm just giving him that. The man did what he's supposed to do.
He did what he was was supposed to
Bruh.
do.
You don't like to give Tank credit. Tank went to Atlanta, Georgia in 2020. Wait, when was that fight?
I gave Tank credit for
2021.
beating all the bums he beat.
And punched that man in the stomach, and he stopped him.
I gave who? Ryan Garcia?
No, I'm talking about Mario Barrios got stopped by Tank in Atlanta, Georgia, in a goddamn
Man, you know I've always said that's one of Tank's better wins, bro. At the time, I always said that was one of Tank's better wins. He was so small, bro.
Let me
To
tell
go
you
to
something.
40 and fight a big nigga like Barrios, I thought that took guts. I mean, at the end of the day, but I
That's
still
why I
picked Tank to win.
That's
And
what
I
I
didn't think
said.
it was a 50-50 fight. I want to see Tank in some 50-50 fight. I want to see Tank in a fight where I just don't believe he can win, or I like it 60-40 the other way, or it's just straight 50-50.
Man,
And
let
we
me tell you
don't
something.
get that from Tank.
Let me tell you something. Tank, when he was entertainment. This man got in the ring at 1:30 a.m. in the morning and beat a person blind. Shout out to goddamn Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia.
Hector Garcia.
I can't see nothing.
See all this Tank loving? This is what you call Tank loving. Let him get his moment to love on Tank.
No.
Go ahead. Finish loving.
Tank beat this man into Michael Zarafa.
Go ahead. Finish loving on
I can't
Tank,
see
man.
nothing.
Finish loving on Tank, man. I'm gonna let you finish
No,
loving
man.
on him.
But no, we're gonna get on Tank. Tank retired. Tank's retired. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we just reminiscing with the good old days. You get what I'm saying?
God.
But we got this
I
the Ryan
feel you.
Garcia era right now. It's the Ryan Garcia era.
Now,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Damn,
I don't like
Ryan Garcia era.
Oh, let me tell you something. When you tune in on Friday, you gonna be like, God damn, it must be the Ryan Garcia era. Oh, motherfucking goddamn.
So, but now that Ryan Garcia is a champion at 147 pounds, so who's all up there? Then? So you got Josh Kelly, you got Devin Haney, you got Ryan Garcia, and you got Rolly Romero. Oh my God.
Yes.
The welterweight division, man.
No. Because think about this.
Nasty work.
You see how
47 right now.
You see how BH is saying, "Oh, the fans asking for it. We're waiting 24 hours." Let me tell you something. If Ryan Garcia get back in that ring against Devin Haney, what are you gonna say Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time and motherfucking 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Till I don't give a fuck. We got to go on at midnight. I want to see what you're gonna say when Ryan is unified.
Against who?
If you fight Devin Haney again.
There's no way he beats Devin Haney again because you're not going to get the same Devin. If you get a boxing Devin Haney who's not in there trying to knock Ryan out, Ryan loses. I'm telling you. I'm just
saying. I'm just going with if. I'm joking right now. Really, I'm just joking. If, bro, what are you going to say? What are you going to do with yourself?
I ain't gonna do nothing, man. First of all, I'm gonna give him some credit. If you go in there and you beat Devin Haney, if Ryan Garcia beats Devin Haney straight up again, I'm giving him credit, right? At the end of the day, I'm always put all of the bullshit aside and give guys credit what credit is it deserved. You know what I mean?
Why you can't give him credit against Mario?
I am giving him credit versus Mario. I'm just saying I think he's getting too much fucking credit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who can climb in between those ropes and beat a champion, you deserve some credit for sure. But these praises that's getting seen for Ryan is crazy work. You right, DJ. It is Crocker, not Kelly. Kelly is
154.
That's 54. Yeah. All right, man. We definitely want to hear from y'all. We're gonna move along with the show. Let's get to it.
Next caller. What up?
Yes, sir. The link is already in the chat. I think I got it pinned to the top, if I'm not mistaken. I'll throw it back in here again, too. If you got something on your mind, on your chest, and you want to get it off, or you got a question for us, man, feel free. You ain't even got to turn your camera on. We know you're ugly. You ain't got to do it to yourself. Please join us for show. For show. Is Ryan Garcia getting too much credit for this Barrios win? I think he does. And don't be surprised if he don't hold on to that WBC scrap for long. They're going to have to move Ryan Garcia extremely strategically if they want him to have some sort of a reign at 147 pounds, if you ask me, if you're asking your boy. Let me ask you that, RC. How long does he remain champion, man? Can they move him around enough to keep that title? Or listen, I got to give it to Ryan. He's brave. Now he's got Tank on the resume. He's got Devin Haney on the resume. He hasn't been scared to get in the ring with some of these guys. Can you hear me, RC?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Did you? I said. Speaking of strategically moving Ryan, how long do you feel like he can reign or hold on to this title? Because listen, he's proven he's willing to get in here with these guys. He's fought Tank. He's fought Devin Haney. Moving forward, they got to strategically move him around, or maybe he doesn't hold on to the title. How do you see his future in 47?
Watch this. It's not no they got to strategically move. It's Mauricio who's going to strategically move. Hey, let me tell you something. The way Mauricio was putting that chain around his neck, shit, he looking like the new Canelo to me. Ryan is going to be with that green belt a long time. Long time.
Ryan going out to Cinco de Mayo, huh?
Hey, bro. Mauricio like, hey, my best friend.
9 in the lineup. Let's give it to him.
Shout out to
Brad. First of all, man, I want to say, man, fuck everybody. Fuck all these boxers.
You are a hater.
These niggas ain't shit, bro. I keep telling you they ain't shit. I don't have the same feeling watching these niggas that I had when I watched Roy Jones. I do not have the same feeling when I watch these niggas when I was a kid watching Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. So fuck these niggas. And the fight that y'all talking about right now, Barrios and motherfucking Ryan.
Garcia.
Yeah. Guess what? This is what's gonna make it sad. This is sad. These is two niggas that motherfucking Tank knocked out, a lightweight.
Yeah.
And what make it even more sad, the WBA champion, Tank knocked him out too.
Got to the face. My bad, he retired. He's retired.
But still though, bro, don't y'all see, like, this shit is, these dudes, they can be befuddled by one thing. Ryan fuck around and rule. If he keep his mind right, he'll rule the roost for a long time. Because you done already seen how motherfuckers is befuddled with power. Tank showed you that. And guess what? Barrios was befuddled by speed. I don't want to listen to 9, but I keep calling.
May I add?
I feel like Barrios could have been befuddled by any goddamn thing.
But the speed is what threw him off. It wasn't nothing but the speed. It was the hand. He was tentative. See,
Barrio trash, man.
Fellas.
Oh, come on, bro.
You know how I always use the term, a fighter can get handcuffed?
Yeah.
Y'all have heard me say that. Well, it's 2 ways that you can handcuff a fighter.
Power and speed.
You can handcuff him with power, or you can handcuff him with speed. You've seen Roy Jones in his prime handcuff fighters with both. Y'all got to start listening to a motherfucker. The nigga that's been boxing since he was 8 years old. The nigga that's been coaching fighters.
He handcuffed Rolly with shit. Rolly handcuffed his ass.
Yeah, because the motherfucker wasn't in shape. He showed up, nigga, with a Newport King 100, nigga, in his motherfucking mouth, nigga. A 6-pack of goddamn Coronas,
he
nigga,
wasn't
in
in shape, or he wasn't juicing. Which one?
Man, he showed up with a... Hold on now. Now you sound like the hater, man.
I am.
Hey, blood, did he pop? Did he pop?
We don't know yet. We gotta see.
Did he pop for Rolly?
We talking about Rolling. Did he pop for Rolling?
Did he pop for Rolly?
Nah, not that we
You
know
know what I'm
of.
saying? He ain't popped but once.
Yeah, the one he lost, he ain't pop. The one he won, he pop.
Exactly. So,
Right.
but it ain't like this motherfucker so special. Come on, man. Y'all gotta, bruh. Devin can't. Salute to the homie Pale. But goddamn, blood, I gotta call it how I be it, bro. Listen, this nigga can't punch his way out of a wet paper sack. Sorry.
Who?
Devin
Hey,
Haney.
Oh, yeah.
we watched Eddie Hearns give Haney showcase fight after showcase fight after showcase fight, and the nigga never knocked the motherfucker out.
Facts.
Oh.
So, bruh, like I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it ain't that I'm hating, man. It's just
He
these
could.
niggas ain't that good, bro.
Eddie Hearn gave him Lenore Riggs. Eddie Hearn gave him JoJo Diaz. Eddie Hearn gave him, bruh, you ain't lying now. God damn, bruh.
Bruh, I'm telling you, my nigga, I see fights through a different lens, man, because I ain't even gonna just throw my credentials out there, but I just put it like this. I see it through a different lens. And these guys are good, but they're glorified amateurs. What you seen from Gary Antoine Russell, by the way, guess what you seen? You seen another Olympian who never hardly got fights, like a Boo Boo Andrade. You seen a Boo Boo Andrade performance.
Andy Cruz.
You got motherfuckers that's going solid for 4 or 5 rounds. How many rounds is an amateur fight, fellas?
3.
Exactly.
Same thing with Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz was doing good to the later round.
Well, now, while I got you though, Dad, what's your thoughts on Hiroka, man?
He good, but he ain't nothing to write home about either.
Okay.
Because this nigga was befuddled in the first 5 rounds.
Right.
This nigga didn't know what the fuck to do in the first 5 rounds. That's how Gary Antoine won the fight. Because he shut out the 5 rounds. He only had to come back and win 2.
That's it.
Yeah, that's how I saw it, for sure.
You feel me? So he's not, bro, these guys are, listen, T.O., I'm going to tell you this as a brother. Rob, I'm going to tell you this as a brother. Because I fuck with y'all niggas off this internet shit. When we was kids, what did we do? We was outside. And I love what you said yesterday, Rob. Nigga, I'm not an insider, nigga. I'm outside. Well, guess what? Blood, we was at the basketball court when we was kids. We was at the baseball diamond. You know what I'm saying? We was playing Smith and Queer at the park, bro, throwing the football and shit like that. These kids is in the house playing 2K.
Yeah.
We built different.
Real tough.
Yeah.
Bro, we are in the No Child Left Behind era where the dumb nigga who done failed 15 times never got failed.
What?
That's why these niggas is running around with this fucking ski mask on their motherfucking head like they gangsters, nigga. Bro, you're walking around with a football helmet on your head, blood. You're dumb.
Right.
You're goofy as fuck.
Well, nah, let me ask you, who stands out now for you? Like when you look at the young cats and you see this next wave of fighters, anybody kind of give you the chills? Like, oh yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm so
who
glad
you putting a little bit of stock in right now?
No motherfucking body. That's why Mayweather and Pacquiao come back.
You sound like one of them grumpy ass old men.
Nah, I'm speaking it from the heart though.
Yeah.
Well, check this out.
Like you don't like nobody, man. Like
check
nobody,
this out. Check this out. I like Usyk.
Okay, well,
you know what? Real quick, let me turn that question on you, T.O. Who you like,
for the
T.O.?
young fighters? Oh,
no,
man,
just yeah.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, for the young cats. Of course, Keyshawn. I like Abdullah. I like Schofield Jr. I like Hiroka.
Schofield Jr.
Yeah,
I know you fucking lying.
I like him.
You must be fucking tired.
I'm just keeping it real. I like the kid. I
Oh,
like him.
fucking
I like
God.
him. Because I
Theo, bro, don't make me
keep
get in this
saying,
motherfucking car and drive all the way to the liquor store and and
Oh
so
my
don't drink
my
yourself.
brother that
God.
Don't
got
drink
him.
yourself to death. I'm just saying, y'all asking me who I like, that's who I like. I like these little young niggas, man. I like it's a few more of them that I like, nigga. Shit.
Can I double down on the question, bro?
What's that?
Do you have the same feeling when you watch Keyshawn or Schofield or whoever else you name? The first time you seen them, do you have the same feeling that you had when you seen a Roy Jones for the first time, or a Pernell Whitaker for the first time, or a Oscar for the first time?
Well,
Do you have the same feeling? That's a yes or no, bro.
Yep.
I got to give it context. I'm gonna say no, but I got to give it
Exactly.
context.
That's it.
But it's a difference though. I was an extremely impressionable kid, and these guys were already, for the most part, established champions and shit when I was starting to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't follow the bums he beat to get where he was at. You know what I mean? When I heard of Roy Jones, he was the guy. When I heard of
I've been watching
Pernell, he
boxing
was
a
the
long
guy.
time. I've been watching a long time. What year did you really, really start watching boxing? And who was the first
40,
fighter?
I'm 42, man. I want to say I really started paying attention when I was about 16, 17.
Mm.
Know what I mean?
Roy went to the Olympics in 88.
So that was like 98, 99. I really started paying attention. You know what I mean? That whole Oscar, Tito, that era coming in.
Yeah. 98, 90.
You know what I mean?
That's Oscar Tito. And Tito, man, matter of fact, Tito beat
Winky Wright.
Yeah. You missing a name, man, that was lit back then, man, but he didn't pan out. Another Olympian that was lit but didn't pan out. Remember David Reed with the crooked eye?
Yeah. But the dead motherfucking eye. Yeah. Didn't. But yeah. So, you know what I mean? That's what was going on. Roy was already established. You know what I'm saying? Roy popped out heavy 96, 97. Like, he was superstar Roy when I started paying attention. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so and that's why I say I give it context, because I'm looking at I watched Keyshawn's very first pro fight. I watched Abdullah Mason's very first pro fight. I watched Schofield's very first pro fight. I followed these guys from the beginning. I've been a part of the journey with these guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Kamel Moten, who I like. I like Kamel as well.
You started watching boxing. It's one particular fighter that I can ask. I know that you was around from the time limit, that you was able to see his first fights and see him build or whatever. Miguel Cotto.
Absolutely.
Do you have the same feeling watching these guys as you did of Miguel Cotto?
Man, Miguel was that nigga, bro.
Keyshawn that?
Yeah, Keyshawn that nigga to me. Yeah, Keyshawn that nigga. But see, I'm grown now, though. I was impressionable back then, bro. That's what I'm saying. I think the age now, it's different. You know what I mean? I'm older now. I'm experienced with this shit. I know what to look for. Back then, I didn't really know the politics of boxing. So when I couple everything together, it's a different. Yeah, you're right. It's a different feeling. But because as a kid, everything was a little bit more amplified now, to where I take a different approach. You know what I mean? I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but because I'm older now and been around this shit long enough, none of this shit feels the same to me. No, it's almost impossible.
But as far as your boy Key, the nigga done already missed weight a couple of times. He didn't already give a fuck. He didn't put himself out there and said he had mental issues. And don't forget, Blood Pop 32. You feel me? Yep. So this is his short 14 fight career. So I'm not willing to put up the house.
See, for me, I'm the type nigga, I think about all of the real shit that didn't happen with some of these fighters. So that shit right there, and it ain't even got to be Key. If this shit happened to any fighters, because there's been others, Tank missed weight, Shakur's missed weight, a lot of shit that happened with a lot of these. You got fighters out there who done goddamn been in some real shit. You know what I mean? So that little petty
Right.
shit don't
And
mean
the
nothing to me.
guys that I grew up watching, who I have high stock on, they didn't miss weight. They showed up as a
Word.
professional every time. That's my thing. That's one issue. They didn't never, oh my God, I have mental issues. I got to take off a year.
Yeah.
They never popped hot with motherfucking, even though you popped hot with weed, you still popped hot. Them guys was constant
I
motherfucking
think
professionals.
that testing was different back then too, though. But
Yeah,
I think that shit was hella different.
but still though, man, you know what I'm saying? They never had no smut on their name. Never did. These kids got more smut on their name, and guess what? Like a Miguel Cotto. Right now, at this stage of his career, if you said 14 fights or 14 fights, like a Keyshawn or whatever, he been and fought 3 or 4 times a year. He was knocking motherfuckers down, out and out there bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was more active. And the more active you are, the more experience you
Keyshawn
got.
was extremely active up until last year, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he was
still,
extreme.
though,
He was a 3-time a year nigga up until last
but
year.
when
Shout
it
out
comes to
E-Dub in
them
the chat.
guys,
What up,
though,
boy?
bro, when it comes to them guys, you just, I personally, and you know, tomato, I just don't get the same feeling. You know, I don't get the same feeling when I see a Shakur. I don't get the same feeling.
Yeah.
You know, these guys got to prove themselves. You know, by this stage of the career, you know, the guys that I grew up on, like say for instance, you was there to see a Jermaine Taylor, right?
Absolutely. That was
From
my
the
guy.
Olympics on, right?
Yeah.
By the time he got B-Hop, you was like, B-Hop better fight that nigga.
Facts.
You feel me?
Pavlik. Yeah.
Yes, we seen them dudes move up. Never, not once, bro, in them moving up, did they ever pop hot? Did they ever have to take a year off? Did they ever miss weight? None of that shit. And that's the point I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to a motherfucker that young fucking up that bad.
I get what you're saying, man. To me, that shit ain't even been important to me, man.
It is,
I don't really
though,
give a
because
fuck.
it's all about being.
Not really. I mean, to me, to you maybe, but to me, I don't give a fuck if you. It don't matter as long as you fighting and let me see the fight.
But the crazy
what's
thing
important
is,
to me? What goes on in the ring?
Just ain't saying what I just said. After we did like 2 or 3 shows when Tank was on the run, no, he did not say what the fuck he just said.
What?
We did 3, 4 main events since this show started about Tank beating bitches. I can't believe he just said what he just. I just want to see the fight. All that other shit don't matter. What?
Oh yeah. But I also told you that's just me hating on Tank. I also admitted that. I admitted that.
Man, that nigga admitted to it though, bro.
I admit it. Yeah. I'm gonna hate on you for beating up bitches. Yeah.
You just said you wouldn't worry about that. You said, no, that's not important.
If it's coming from Tank or anybody beating up bitches, I'm worried about it. Yeah. If you beating up bitches, I'm talking about you.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. And I admit that's from hate. I tell you when it's hate. I ain't got no problem telling you when I'm hating, man.
I know.
Hey, man,
But
little
look,
ass gonna get one of them bitches, man. That's gonna get him back like Tina did Ike in the limousine, nigga, being careful.
Yeah. See,
but
they
look,
gonna get them pockets too.
I know this is a bit off course, but I gotta say this. Shout out to you, 9. I've been paying attention, my brother. You've been talking the last 10 minutes, and I'm going to say this. You have done something that I know a feat I can accomplish, and a lot of people in the world can accomplish. You are so in tune with your vocabulary. You have yet to say anything in the last 10 minutes of conversation, anything with the letter C. Shout out to motherfucking 9.
Blood, wow, man. What up, blood? What up, cuz?
Nah, man, I've been drinking, man, and I'm from Inglewood, man, so that's
Bro, but you have not said a word that starts with the
Start
letter
with a
C.
damn. I ain't even paying
Out of
attention. You
10
probably
minutes of
haven't, bro.
talking.
but nine. You got to give me one youngin that you kind of cool on, man. Like, damn,
Yeah, I like
you
Mason.
don't like who?
I like Mason.
Okay.
I like Mason.
Yeah. Hey, that's what's up. All right,
I
give me
like
one
Mason,
nigga.
man.
Damn.
I think
Yeah.
that out of all
I
the
ain't
young
mad at that.
dudes, he handles himself like a fighter.
Yeah.
He handles himself like a fighter. You know,
I can
it's the
dig it.
thing, man. You gotta handle yourself like a fighter, bro. All right, let's put it like this, man. You know, I'm gonna take it a little step further, man. You know, um, you can have hoes, but are you handling yourself like the pimpin'?
Yeah. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, though, man. The whole thing is everybody's gonna move different, man. But the job is to pimp accordingly. And he's got to, as a fighter, you got to move accordingly. Every fighter gonna move different, but move
Right.
accordingly. And that's the thing. What I'm telling you about these kids, they're not moving accordingly.
Accordingly, I feel you. Now, given how you feel about the rest of these fighters, just analysis based only. Ryan Garcia, do you believe he's getting a little bit too much praise, a little bit too much credit for this Barrio fight?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
So all the praises he deserved.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. He
That's what it is.
wiry than a motherfucker. He chinny than a motherfucker. He been knocked out by a goddamn lightweight, and he fucked around and beat the welterweight champion.
Okay.
He just really just threw some he kind of scrabbled up the chessboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you got to hit start. Now keep in mind though, we seen Shakur beat T.O. Everybody knew Shakur was gonna beat motherfucking T.O.
Yeah.
But it was an asterisk towards Ryan, even though motherfuckers picked him. It was an asterisk towards it. If Ryan shows up, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he did what he had to do. The nigga was in his front room around his couch and shit, nigga, doing mitts and training for the motherfucking fight. And you
For
know what
sure.
though? And that goes to show you how sorry these motherfuckers is. This nigga, bro, I'm trying to tell you, Barrios got knocked out by a lightweight. He came off of 2 straight draws, and the one on the Jake Paul undercard where he got dropped a couple of times. I really thought he lost that motherfucker. Um,
That was Ramos. That was
he
Ramos.
fought Pacquiao. Yeah, Ramos. He fought Pacquiao. Goddamn, this old nigga almost beat the shit out of him. It was like a young nigga trapped in a cell with an OG, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruh, like,
For sure.
he was trash, man.
Hold up, now. Hey, you saying all that and me thinking he was supposed to lose. Shit. God damn.
Nah, while I got you now, I want to ask you one more question, man, because I just I love your insight on certain things. Zuffa, right? We've complained in the past, and I know you've been a part of the people who've complained about how the sport has moved in the past. Even some eyebrow raising when it comes to the sanctioning bodies and the fees that's been brought to our attention as fans. And they just signed, Zuffa just signed Conor Ben to go along with some other notable names that they signed now. What are your thoughts on Zuffa signing Conor Ben and the emergence, or let's just say the evolution of the sport, to where now you can kind of see, especially with the younger guys like a Keyshawn Davis saying he don't want to fight for belts. You already know Tank say he doesn't want to fight for belts, or they have issues with the sanctioning fees. With Terrence Crawford, with his input on the WBC, and you can kind of see the writings on the walls. What's your thoughts and your breakdown about that?
I don't give a fuck. Let's put it like this, bro. I don't give a fuck who a fighter signed to be totally honest, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You remember what what we just went through, bro, with PBC? They was an island.
Yeah.
Nobody was fighting outside of PBC, you know what I'm saying, unless a motherfucker signed the PBC. You know, we went through years of not getting Spence Crawford because motherfuckers were saying, sign the contract. You know, all that shit. So I don't give a fuck what promotion a motherfucker on, as long as it's not an island. If Dana is willing to make fights with other fighters and other promotions, so be it. You know what I mean? But other than that,
Yeah.
I don't care what a dude signed to. I don't care how you conduct your business. Just
Right.
conduct your business. You know what I'm saying?
How do
That's
you
me personally.
how do you feel about the sanctioning bodies, the evolution of the sanctioning bodies to where in the near future, or maybe not so long future, where for a lot of these young fighters that legacy means nothing?
Well, man, the sanctioning body's always been crooked, bro. It's a double-edged sword, my nigga. They always been crooked. They've always took a brown paper bag, man, to put a motherfucker in the rankings that you didn't think was supposed to be in the rankings. You be like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Right.
Meanwhile, you would probably have a young killer back in the day knocking motherfuckers out. Think about nothing's new under the sun. Think about what Marvin Hagler used to go through. He went through a motherfucking murderous road, bro. And this is about the time when I was younger and first started getting in touch with boxing, because I'm a little bit older than you for one, and I got
Yeah.
in boxing so early.
Right.
And he had to go through all the tough old school Philly fighters. The motherfuckers, like, like you watch Rocky, the first Rocky, and
Yeah.
Spider Rico and motherfuckers would be putting liniment and shit in their glove and shit. Hagler had to go through all these motherfuckers, them old school motherfuckers that brined their face so they couldn't get cuts. And he
Yeah.
still didn't get a title shot. So nothing is new under the sun. He had to go to Congress to even get a title shot to get ranked. So nothing's new under the sun. They
Right. So,
corrupt, bro.
but we know about the corruption side of the sanctioning bodies for sure, and in the sport of boxing, period. But there's still a rich history there. There's still, the fighters that came along before these other guys who really gave that validity to these belts. And it's a lot of young, it was a lot of impressionable youth that were inspired by these sanctioning bodies, was inspired by the WBC, wanted to be the IBF champion, the WBA champion. And again, as we move forward, a lot of that could be diminished and heading out the door where nobody cares about that rich history anymore. Does that, you know what I'm saying? Does that history for you mean anything? Or it was just so much corruption, you just like, I just don't give a fuck.
Listen. And not to sound nasty, right? But a nigga only got to pop his ass one time for me to think he's a bitch. I don't give a fuck if you ain't popped your ass in 20 years, nigga, you's a bitch. And they popped their ass already. We already know they bitches. They soft, they gonna do some goofy ass shit whenever they feel like it. All these fights that we did not have. Think about what we just came from before Turkey got in the game, bro. Why didn't these sanctioning bodies rank a motherfucker and start putting pressure on motherfuckers with the fights we want to see? We still ain't got a Benavidez Canelo fight. This is the WBC's work. And this nigga Benavidez was the undisputed interim champion.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Nobody put pressure, nobody mandated that fight.
And that's what I was saying when he asked me the question alone about Ryan and the WBC. Mauricio got a new friend, bro.
Yeah. So with all that being said, fuck the history of the belts.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't
Yeah,
enough
fuck
said.
'em, man.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, it's corruption, bro.
And see, for me, man, it's bittersweet, cause again, that's what inspired me at one point. That's what helped me determine who was the best to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Who, it's bittersweet for me, man. Cause that's been a part of my history with boxing for so long. You know what I mean? So to see that they could be coming to the end of the road is like, damn. But at the end of the day, I understand the other points. You know what I'm saying? I understand the corruption. I understand the arguments that these fighters are making about the sanctioning bodies. I understand all that shit. But I guess, again, because it's been around so long, and when you're young as a kid, and that's why any type of trauma you go through as a kid, anything that happens to you as a kid, it sticks with you for the rest of your life for the most part because you're so impressionable at that time, and I think that's what makes it bittersweet for me.
But you know what's crazy, bro? Think about it. This is recent times. So you can't say this is back in the past. You know, Usyk didn't have the undisputed for 10 seconds. Shit wasn't even lukewarm around his shoulders, and they stripped
Yeah,
him.
same thing for Bud. Same thing
Same
for
thing for
Shakur.
Bud. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying the corruption's always been there and it's still there. I'm just saying when I was a kid and I really started paying attention to the sport, you know, these belts meant so much to me then. I was like, oh shit, you know, this world champion this and world champion that, not knowing the politics, not knowing the corruption, not knowing, you know, not knowing what was under the hood, but just as a kid, because for most of us as a kid, we
and
just
see, I
didn't
can
know.
appreciate Mauricio, bro.
You know what I
You know
mean?
why? Because he's
Hold up, we lost you there. Audio. Mike
can
is
you hear me?
unmuted it. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I can respect Mauricio to a certain extent because he's man enough to say, hey man, the nigga didn't pay.
Yeah,
He's man enough to say it's all about the bread. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of these motherfuckers dicking around, well, bylaw and this, that, and the third, man, fuck all that. You know,
yeah. I feel you.
you know,
I
the
feel you,
the
man.
business
Great.
of boxing is too tough to navigate around it. And then here's your happiest moment, and it's turned into a sad moment because these motherfuckers is trying to tax me.
Yeah,
You
and that's
know, you
exactly what
go,
Shakur
you
just went through.
win a pass, get a trophy. Pay.
Phone breaking.
Yeah, he didn't broke up. He didn't hit a bad spot. Nah, he didn't hit a bad spot. But that's all right though, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on, man, because I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. Great conversation. I can hear his car door too. Great conversation tonight, man. Nine, I want to thank you for joining us, bro. It's always
Real
a
shit,
pleasure, my
man.
brother. E-Dub in the chat, he said, I heard Connor with Zuffa for one fight deal. I don't know how true that is, but
It's one fight.
if you
That's right. That's right, E-Dub. It's one fight.
okay. One fight or three fights? You with Zuffa
No,
right now, nigga.
one
No, I'm
fight.
saying one fight or three fights or
Yeah,
20 fights. Nigga, you with Zuffa right now. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
E-Dub. E-Dub.
Um,
They got something behind it. I'm gonna be talking about that on Friday, E-Dub.
Members only on Friday, my guy E-Dub. Hit me on the joint too, E-Dub, man. Is you gonna join the team or what, man? We gotta get that E-Dub show going. All right, my brother, I appreciate you for sure. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. I know we was mad late, but it looked like we picked up some new people in the audience. Shout out to everybody who came through. Everybody in the chat, man, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And members only. Shout out to the about 8 to 10 members we got right now. But members only, we got a special show for y'all Friday. We got you. I see you. Take us home, baby.
Hey man, like I said, man, shout out to the new subs. But your new subs gonna have to forgive me. I don't have much energy. Don't get used to seeing us at this time. Because it ain't gonna happen. But anyway, but no, man, for real. All jokes aside, man, thank y'all for joining in, man. We definitely coming back tomorrow. But like I said, man, I'm about to shut it down on my goddamn self.
For sure. E-Dub, quick question, real quick. Go ahead, E-Dub. I'm waiting on you, brother. We waiting on you, E-Dub. Last
Man,
question of the night.
E-Dub, I'm about to break all this goddamn Zuffa and kind of being. And oh, I gotta say this, y'all. It's not gonna be no long show, no. About 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna get it off and let everybody know what's going on. And like I said, man, y'all
What time you want to do it Friday, bro?
Man, let's get it over early, man. Let's do Friday morning. You know, we got family and all type of shit going on.
Friday morning.
Man, we get that shit over.
All right, man.
It ain't gonna be long, but like 15, 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in the morning time, real bad for me. You know, I'll be
Oh,
up and down the road.
What's the best? What'll be a good time? We can make that announcement, right?
Early afternoon is cool.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
What
early.
you want, like
I
3 o'clock your time?
I typically come back to the crib 1, 2 o'clock if I can, but
Oh,
typically
perfect.
I be home.
All right,
So
perfect.
that'll be about 10, 11 for you.
If you got 2 o'clock, that'll be 11 o'clock for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna knock that out.
E-Dub wants to know who's the top 4 welterweights, in my opinion. Well, I mean, you want to say all of the welterweight champions, but shit, the top 4 welterweights. Who you like, Rob?
I like Devin Haney as number 1. I like number 2. I'm going to go with shoot. Man, they got so much going to welterweight. Because like I said, Keyshawn coming to welterweight.
Yeah.
Hitchens coming to welterweight. It's a lot coming though, E-Dub. You know what, E-Dub? Can you ask us that question about another month? No, they got a lot coming though, bro. There's a lot of people coming to welterweight. I mean, right now, of course, you want to say Brian Norman, you want to say Devin Haney, you want to say, the people like that. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I'm like you, bro. I mean, shit. Barrio said put up no fight, bro. Let's keep it real. He did.
Yeah, Brian Norman for sure.
Brian
Devin,
Norman,
you gotta let Devin. Shout out my nigga Rolly, man. I like Rolly, man. I still think Rolly a problem for one of these niggas if he catch him.
I'm not sold on Conor Ben. People don't say Conor Ben, but I don't want to put Conor Ben in top 4. I don't.
It's hard, man. Yo, can I keep it a bean with you, E-Dub? Welterweight division trash, nigga. It's weak. He right, man. We gotta wait till some of these other niggas come over.
Yeah, and Shakur coming. You gotta throw Shakur in there.
Giasoff a welterweight, right? Giasoff and
you got
niggas.
Alex Roach is a welterweight. Centillion is a welterweight. Fucking Tiger Johnson a welterweight.
I like Tiger. I think Paro moved up to welterweight now too.
Jaro is a welterweight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's but they got so much coming up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We'll give it some time, man, because once Keyshawn get there, nigga, it's over with. It's over with. All right, man, we're gonna get on up out of here. E-Dub, I appreciate you coming and kicking it, man. My brother. Like I say, get at me, bro. I mean, I'm trying to, come on, join the team. All right, man, for all 38 of y'all between Twitter and Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, I appreciate you. Smash the like button. Least you could do. I don't like y'all niggas been hanging out. Most of y'all been hanging out here all the whole fucking time, and you ain't hitting the like button. That shit crazy. I don't understand it. But I appreciate you anyway for viewing and being a part of the conversation. For those that jumped in the chat, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Big T.O. That's my guy, RC. Rob out of Vegas. We are out of here. Peace.
Boxing is the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super 206-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.